Yo, good afternoon. Right back where I was this morning. Just checking out the news. I ran around this morning, had to do what I had to do. Now I get to kill a few minutes. I gotta kill about an hour. And then I gotta head to the bus stop. Just browsing through. If you saw my video this morning, I was feeding some info into ChatGPT, see what they would come back with. People were checking that out. Is the NFL failing the young quarterbacks? Are they failing young quarterbacks? What do you think? Is the NFL failing them? I don't know. They've been there drafting the right quarterbacks. They're talking about this young kid from Carolina, Bryce Young. And he's not doing too well. Napier out. What, did he get fired? Did Billy Napier get fired? Let me see. Let's see. Billy Napier. Let's see. I don't see anything. Okay. It says he hasn't had any job discussions. Florida makes major move regarding Bill Napier's future. Yeah, but if you get rid of him now, what do you? Oh, when they fire him, I see. Yeah, but if you fire him, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You finish the season with him? Maybe you're not going to get a quarterback now, right? I mean, you're not going to get a coach now. I think the problem he has is not sticking with one quarterback and just going with it, you know. Top candidates: Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss. Funny how people get enamored with retreads. Tennessee, Alabama, USC. The head coach from Missouri. Jedd Fisch, the head coach from Washington. Head coach from South Florida. The head coach from Kansas. Offensive coordinator at Penn State. Head coach from Liberty. The college football landscape has changed. You have to got to be able to recruit, right? You got to have an NIL now. You got to have this NIL. We're paying these players now, so you got to pick the right guy. How about Brian Kelly? No. He's the head coach of LSU. He's not going anywhere. I don't think Brian Kelly is very good. He left Notre Dame Oh God, sorry. He left Notre Dame to go to LSU. I don't think he's done anything. Let's see what else we got. Let's check out ESPN. Ranking all 36 Champions League teams. Can anyone stop Real Madrid or Man City? Who cares? I mean, that's what your headline is? Is that what your headline is in the USA version? Yeah, that's your head. That's your headline. Let's see what else. We're still talking about this Bryce Young. The Cowboys. You know, every year they think the Cowboys are going to be the next coming of something. And they're not. Every year. Oh my God. What else we got? I haven't checked the what's baseball doing? What are the standings? I don't even watch baseball, to be honest with you. So the Yankees are in first in their division, with Baltimore in second. The Cleveland Guardians, Kansas City Royals in second. The Houston Astros, or the Seattle Mariners are in second. National League, you got Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets in second. You know, one of the problems with baseball is they just play too many games. I don't have the patience for all that. They play all the games for the money, right? But who has time for that? In the Central of the National League, you got the Brewers, and then they got the Chicago Cubs in second, and then you got the Dodgers and the Padres in second. Holy moly, I can't stop yawning. Let's see. What they got going on in hockey? They're starting up soon, right? Who starts in goal for the Penguins? Who fills the Stamkos-sized hole for Tampa Bay? Let's see. Fantasy hockey. I got a shiver down my spine. How Roberto Luongo saved a beer league hockey team. Well, what did he do? From 40 and over in South Florida, sat there with their starting goalie unavailable. They didn't have a clue what they were going to do. Suddenly, the replacement goaltender waddled into the room. Was it Roberto Luongo? Yes, it was Roberto Luongo. He did. He played goal. Adult hockey for the ice down in Coral Springs. Having current and former NHL players walking around the facility is commonplace, since many of their children skate at the rink. So that's pretty cool. I'm just trying to scan through the Luongo started 2 goals in the game. Yeah, sure he wasn't. He wouldn't. I don't think he was playing. I don't think he was going all out. I know he practices with the Panthers once in a while because they show it. The team celebrated, and so they must have won, but Luongo had left to go home. That's funny. He came in, he played a game, they won. I'm gone. Thank you, Mr. Luongo. I'm sure you gave a lot of people a lot of thrills. That's pretty cool. All right. So we did hockey, we did baseball. What's going on in the NBA? Lakers had a prospect. Nick signed Morris. Okoro agrees to a 3-year deal. Let's see. Some of these players feel like they've been around forever, man. Like Paul George. Paul George has been around for a while, I think. I think that kid from San Antonio. Oh, wow. Michael Jordan's 7-acre property went under contract after being on the market for 12 years. I mean, I've seen his house. They've shown tours of it. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely, I mean, it's got a basketball court, all the locker room. It was listed for in 2015 for $14 million. How much did he pay? From the original asking price of $30. The final price hasn't been made public. A 7-acre luxury property, putting green, swimming pool, tennis court, regulation size 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, 15 which are full size, office space, library room, 14-car garage. That's cool. Wasted money, right? Bought it, dumped money into it to customize it. Now you can't even get your money back. Now you're a billionaire. What do you care? They'll find a way to write it off. Oh shoot! Minnesota Timberwolves were sold. The Boston Celtics are for sale. Huh. Who owns the Celtics? I saw something that the WNBA is losing $50 million this year. I don't know how they're going to stay afloat. I mean, you have a league that is as popular as it has ever been, and you're still losing $50 million. I don't know. And the players don't make any money compared to other sports. I mean, they make, I think some of them make a couple $100,000 a year. So there's a bunch of. This seems like there's a few. So they're talking about new teams, potential expansion. Well, it's funny. They talk about expansion, and the next thing they talk about is how much money each team would get. They're talking about a fee of like $10 billion. What? $10 billion. The Kraken ownership. It's so funny. They had teams in cities that it didn't work out, so they left, and now the people are paying to bring them back. I mean, I guess things have changed. Things have changed. That the Seattle Sonics left, and now they want to bring them back. I mean, I remember the Sonics. I remember like Gary Payton and another guy there. I forget his name. I see the picture of him, but another team potentially that lost in Las Vegas. Potential LeBron James? He ain't got that much money. No, he's a billionaire. Oh yeah, they want to bring in the Saudis. All right, the royal family, the Saudis. I thought the Saudi guy, he was in trouble because he he put a hit out on the journalist. Money talks, man. Money talks, BS walks. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows that. How could the expansion have an NBA playoff format? They had to expand. You would have to expand. Beloved NBA center Boban Marjanovic headed to the EuroLeague. Who's this? Reached an agreement. Okay, the 7'4" played for 6 teams in his 9 NBA seasons. Career average of 5.5 points and 3 rebounds a game. He's leaving. A native of Serbia, became a beloved figure because of his great personality. Here you go. Knicks signed Michael Morris. All right. They're just getting some bodies in there for training camp. That's what they do, right? They sign some players that they're not going to make the team. Maybe the G League, but they sign them. See, they sign them to a 2-way deal. Yeah, they need bodies. They need bodies for training camp. I wonder why they feel like they have to expand. Are they trying to? Are they expanding because they're trying to capitalize on the growth of the sport, the popularity of the sport? Seems like it. Climate Pledge Arena. Oh. Have the other expansion teams been around long enough to, I don't know. I hope you have enough players to go around. You start to dilute the talent pool. There's a reason why the NBA only has two rounds in the draft? Because the quality is not there. There's a real big difference between the haves and have-nots. So you're going to start to dilute the talent of the league. That could be a big deal. Or you might even be able to bring in, showcase players that would normally not have a chance, and all of a sudden they flourish. Who knows? Okay, so we did NCAA football. Napier's still there. He could be gone at any time. He might be gone now that we're talking. The NBA, we've gone through that. Bryce Young's a big issue. Steelers plan to feature Justin Fields as their number one quarterback. Cousins and the Falcons just kept fighting. Eagles, Barkley, I let my team down. We touched on the Panthers. Debo's going to miss some time. Mixon injured, hip drop, tackle. Cup going on ankle injury, going on injured reserve. Dolphins sign Huntley, won't put Tua on IR. It just shows you, right? It just shows you the Dolphins and this kid, Tua. I call him a kid. He's a 27-year-old man, but compared, he's still a kid. But he's had 2 concussions that made him go into the fencing. Call that the fencing. That's a sign of a traumatic brain injury. I mean, what sounds better to you? Well, he suffered a concussion, okay? Or he suffered a traumatic brain injury, because that's what it is. A concussion's it's a traumatic brain injury, but maybe a different type. All right? I think it's like if you're in a swimming pool, right? And you're underwater, and someone does a cannonball in the water, right? And you hear it go boop boosh, and sometimes it rattles your brain. You see it in movies that get disoriented. What else? Rex Ryan, I hate to be a Bengals fan right now. Carr and Darnold, lead quarterback options. Darnold ran out of Sam Darnold, right? Ran out of New York. Now he's had a couple of good games. All right, good for him. Good for him. Let's see if he can keep it up. Caleb Williams, he's struggling, I heard. That's what a buddy of mine said. Not many guys come right in and make an impact. It's not like that. The kid from Jacksonville, Lawrence, I don't think he did too good his first year. And then he started to come around. Sometimes it takes time. It's a big adjustment. I asked someone one time. I used to referee high school football, and I used to ask people, what's the what's the biggest difference? And it's, you know, the players get bigger, the players get better, and then they get faster. Like the game goes the game is so fast. Like if you go watch a high school game, then watch a college game, it looks like high school is going in slow motion. Right? Same thing. You're taking the biggest and fastest players from college and putting them in the pros, you know. It's such a crapshoot because you could have a running back or quarterback or someone in college dominate college, but when they get to the NFL, they can't adjust to the speed or they don't have that advantage anymore of speed or strength because everyone else is fast and strong. I hate 1-800 numbers. 1-800. Hello. We have people doing work in your area, and we thought, well, we could come by and give you a quote. Well, excuse me, but what are they doing? Well, they're doing pest control. No, I don't need pest control. But it's a really good price. No, don't need it. It happens all the time. Pest control, a roof, the windows, the this, the that. You need a new roof. I said, my roof is 5 years old. Oh, the shingle shouldn't be doing that. I said, okay, great. Call someone who cares. It's not going to be my problem. I got a few more years till the house is paid off. We go. Take the money and run, baby. We gonna take that money and run. Right, Johnny Cash. Cash, right? We gonna take the money and run. Take it. Let me see what else. Texans. Oh, new voicemail. This is a courtesy call from the IRS. You need to pay. All right. Steelers offensive lineman Nate Herbig has a torn rotator cuff. That ain't good. Will miss significant time. Yeah, he won't be back this year. Sorry. If he needs surgery, he won't be back this year. The CFL reinstates quarterback Chad Kelly on last chance agreement. Didn't he play? When he played, I heard that name. Did he play for Mississippi? Chad Kelly. God, that name rings a bell. Toronto Argonauts returned to the Toronto Argonauts, reinstated by the Canadian Football League. He was CFL's most outstanding player last year. Was suspended on May 7th for violating the gender-based violence policy. Her last chance agreement provided that he continues to be a number of suspended for gender-based violence. So are you saying he? So confusing. The CFL suspension followed an independent investigation into a lawsuit filed by a former strength and conditioning coach against Kelly for sexual harassment and the Argos for a wrongful dismissal. The lawsuit was settled in June through mediation. It's an important step for Chad, who takes full accountability for his actions. He's on a So is this similar to what the guy from Cleveland did? Right? But he gets the last chance. The guy from Cleveland, yeah, 20, so 18, 20, something crazy, right? Let's see. All right. I don't see really anything else there. All right, let's go to the news. Let's go. Let's see what everyone's talking about. Top Democrat angry over Biden-Harris administration stonewalling after second attempt at Trump's life. Derelict in its duty. Up for debate. New poll reveals whether presidential showdown swayed Harris-Trump supporters. I don't think so. I think everyone's drawing a line in the sand and they're going to vote for whoever they vote for. Hillary Clinton, yeah, she's gone down the tubes. She's comes across as someone who's very angry. I'm very angry. I lost to Trump. How embarrassing. I lost to Trump. GOP members of Congress accuse liberal PAC of bizarre texting scheme posing as allies. Interesting. Governor contradicts Dem narrative with damning revelation about hoaxes. I don't know, so you got Springfield, Ohio. How did 20,000, they said 20,000 Haitian migrants wound up there? I guess they were resettled there by the government, right? ESPN star takes a dig at Taylor Swift because of Travis Kelce's slow start. Who cares, man? Get over it. Dude's having fun. She's having a good time. Leave him alone. Who cares? Speaker Johnson moves forward on House measure to stop government shutdown. Listen. The government would shut down, and me and you, we wouldn't even notice the difference. They could tell us today that it's been shut down for 2 days, and no one would know. Feds open probe into RFK Jr. for allegedly decapitating a dead whale. It's dead. It's dead. Who cares? A whale? Let's see. Life-threatening flooding batters North Carolina as storm moves inland. It's so weird. There's this caption that says, NASCAR driver unrecognizable after violent pit road attack threatens to press charges. Now it shows someone up on a car from a distance, but then in the left corner it shows a girl. A woman. So it makes you think that she was attacked. And then if you read it, she wasn't attacked. And it wasn't even a driver. It's like a former driver or something. Shakira on stage was rushed off stage as someone was allegedly putting a camera up her skirt. Navarro shared that Farrell's mental health difficulties have the band no choice but to cancel the rest of the tour dates. Whoa. Jane's Addiction. They had a fight. Perry Farrell and guitarist Dave Navarro canceling the remainder of the tour. So, or state it more succinctly, our people no longer can stand each other. Ticket sales will plunge, making expenses greater than revenues. That ain't true. In today's world, they'll flock there to see if those two would fight again. You know, maybe he needs help, man. Jane's Addiction. I liked him. Jane's Addiction. All right, listen. I've been on for like a half hour, and I gotta go. I have to go pick up my son from school. And I'll talk to y'all later.